Good morning, friends. Well, here we go again. I'm starting early because I have to put this in the fridge, but I am making clam chowder, and I've made it for years, but I'm gonna change it up just a little today. So I just wanted to show you. Oh, let me just grab this. Right now I have, well, there's 5 potatoes in my bowl. I have to cut them up into about 1 inch, maybe a little small, probably 1/2 inch, because it's clam chowder. You don't want those big chunks of potato. I have 2 cups of diced onion, small. I am going to cook these potatoes to al dente and then take them off the stove, set them aside, let them cool. And then I also have my baby whole clams and my chopped clams. This calls for 2 cans of this. I'm going to probably use 4 because when we eat clam chowder, we like to taste the clams. So I have 5 out. And I have extra juice because I'm going to be doing something a little different, and I'm not sure if these cans have enough juice. So I'm going to set this aside for that. And I'll be using this to thicken it up a little. My son said, "Ma, can you make your clam chowder just a little thicker this time?" I'm from New England, which is why I'm using canned, because you can't get fresh clams here in Georgia. And I've been using these canned ones for years now, and I love them. And for the price of these cans, I think I paid $2.50 or more per can. So this is a treat when I make it. So if I mess this recipe up, I'm going to be mad. Or if it doesn't come out as good as I think it's going to. I think it will, and I never use whole baby clams. I think those are disgusting, so I'll probably end up chopping them up anyway. But there's more juice in here. This can, I don't even want to tell you how much I paid for that. Or this, for juice, clam juice. So I'm hoping I get enough out of this that I don't have to use that, and I'll save that for later. But anyway, I just wanted to show you what I got ready. Now I'm going to chop my potatoes because they're still whole right now. And I will come back and slowly go through this recipe. So I'll be back shortly, like seconds. Look, guys, I want to show you nice bite-sized chunks of potatoes. You know, some are a little smaller because they're round and I'm cutting them into little squares. So anyway, that's about the size you want for clam chowder. I shall return. Okay, guys, I'm bending so you can see this. I have my potatoes boiling. I want to show you what you want them at. Just grab one. Once they come to a boil, if you can get your knife through there with a little resistance, the outside's done but the inside's not. It takes about 3 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. Once it comes to, once it comes to that boil. So now I'm going to take this off the stove. I'm going to empty these into a colander and let them cool for about 30 minutes. And then we'll go to the next step. Okay, guys, my potatoes are all cooled. This is what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to put you down here. Hopefully you can see. Oh, wrong way. Hold on. Gotta get you over. Okay, I'm going to dump all my potatoes into my bowl. Oh, hold. Okay, I'm back. I poured all my potatoes into my bowl. Okay, I think my battery's dying on my thing here. Let me get you down. I want to do this quick before it dies on me. I have my 2 cups of onions. I'm going to pour those right in here. And then I have 3 cans open. had to take you off because it died. So let's change you here. I have 3 cans. I'm going to dump my clams. And if you missed it, with my potatoes and my onions. Calls for 2 cans. I'm doing 3. I did open up my other clams just to see how big they were. And they weren't too bad. Okay, let me grab my spoon. We're putting all this in here. And then we're going to stir them up. I am going to stick you on my other, I think. Okay. Put all that together. And I forgot my salt. We're going to put 2 teaspoons of salt in here. I don't want to go overboard here, so you grab my teaspoon. You know they're never on top when you want them. Okay. I'm going to put 2, oops, sorry. 2 teaspoons of salt, yeah, in the bowl. Stir all this together. Then we're going to add this all into a plastic bag. Okay, it's all blended. We're going to put it into a plastic Ziploc bag. And you don't have to watch me do this. Close it up, and I'm going to put it in the fridge for an hour. Just let it all cool, and we'll come back and I'll explain later. Okay, there you have them. They're all in a bag. I'm getting ready to put it in the fridge. I'm going to put that on a plate just to be sure. But I mixed it all together, and now we have to wait for the hour. So I shall return. As far as putting them in a plastic bag and not just a bowl in your fridge, the reason I do that is so that all those smells, the clams and the onions, and you don't want that on any of your food in the fridge. So the Ziploc bag will keep them, all the smells, in the Ziploc bag. So there you have that. Alrighty, we're back. One thing I forgot to mention also is your pepper. I forgot to put my black pepper in there. So I had just went back. I had company stop by. So I didn't video it, but I went and I put 1.5 teaspoons. The recipe calls for 2 teaspoons of black pepper. I decided to just put 1.5 in my bag, and I just mixed it all up. I didn't squeeze it hard because I don't want to break my potatoes either. So now we're going to start cooking this. So you grab your pan that I totally forgot to grab out. Okay. And I'm going to dump. Let me see. I'm going to bring you over here. Let's see if this will work for me. This thing has to be on something to make it high enough. So, all right. Let's put you down. I'm going to dump this all into a pan on medium-high heat. And now that I get all that yumminess out. Ooh, good thing I covered that because that is strong smelling. My cats heard me opening that. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do, I'll do this over here. So you can see, I have my baby clams open. I'm going to strain them to get all the juice. I need another cup of this juice. I'll get a spoon and get those out in a minute. Okay. Put those clams in there. I need a cup, and I don't think I have a cup. Not quite. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open another can of these because it calls for 2 cans of those, and I really didn't want all those baby clams in there. So I'm going to open another can of my smaller one, just so I can get to a cup of juice. Because now we're going to be, I don't know why that thing's beeping. Whoa, well, there goes some of that juice. But it's good. Yeah. What kills me is you pay that much for this. And look at the clams you're getting there. Next to nothing. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to add those clams in with that. I'm not worried. Okay. Okay, and we're going to pour this brine. I have a cup right into there. Sorry, my husband's kind of loud at work there. Okay, and what we're looking for now is to bring this up. You don't want to cook these fast. Remember, the potatoes aren't all the way done. Let me bring you back up, seeing that you can't see this anyway. Oops. All right. I don't want to touch this thing because I have that stuff on me. Bring you over. Okay, you want to bring this up slowly. So a low simmer. Oh, I mean, you want it on medium. It'll probably take 10 minutes or so. You want the bubbles around the outside of this. You don't want it boiling because you don't want the potatoes to get done that fast. You want all these flavors to meld in together. Okay? Those baby clams, they look nasty. So yeah, I think I'm going to add that other half a teaspoon of pepper into this. Okay. There we go. And as far as taste, once this cooks a little bit, I will taste it just to make sure I have enough salt in it. And if I don't, I'll add a little bit more. You want to keep it stirred so that the potatoes are not sticking to the bottom. You know, don't stir it hard because, like I said, you don't want to break up those potatoes. And once this comes up, I'll be back and show you the next step. All right, guys, I am back. And I literally had to bring mine to a little more than a simmer because my potatoes could have cooked for just a few more minutes before I took them out. So I wanted to make sure my potatoes were just about done. So the next step, let me bring you down. I am going to add in these yucky looking baby. Ugh. I hope I like those. I guess they're big enough I can pick them out. Okay, we're going to add those in. And then we're going to add 2 cups of light cream. If you don't have light cream, you can mix 1.5 cups of heavy cream to a cup of whole milk. And that'll make light cream. We're going to put that right in there. And I actually have a little bit more. We're going to add that right in there. Okay. And we're going to cook this for probably just enough to heat it up. We don't want it coming back to a boil, seeing that I was already at a boil. Let me bring it back up here. Okay. I'm going to give it just a minute. I'm going to taste it and see if there's enough salt. No, I guess I could. It's only milk, right? I just want to make sure there's enough salt in here and pepper. Oh, it looks yummy already. Oh my God, that is delicious. And I don't even have the next step in. I'm telling you, if you've ever had New England clam chowder and you loved it, make this. So far, this is about what I do with my clam chowder. My steps were a little different, making my original, and I always used half and half in mine, not heavy cream or light cream. That though gave it an amazing flavor. There's just enough salt and pepper in there. I can taste the pepper. I can taste the salt also. I'm going to bring this back up. I had it on low because it was boiling. I didn't want it to excessively boil. I just want to heat this up. Let me grab another spoon because that was really good. As this is heating up, I'm going to taste it again. I'll taste it with a... No, I'll just make sure it comes up. Anyway, so our next step, once this heats up a little bit, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of butter. Butter makes everything better, doesn't it? And then I have 3 tablespoons. The recipe calls for 2. I want to make it just a little bit thicker. This is my potato flakes. A thickening agent. It's going to thicken my chowder. And it's potatoes. So, you know, even if you get the taste, it's potatoes in there. So you can't beat that. Why use flour when you can use these, right? So this is coming up. And it is looking yummy. And I still have to do chicken. I told my husband I'd do some chicken with dinner. He says, how about a grilled cheese sandwich with it? I said, with clam chowder? And I'm only doing the chicken because this is enough meal, period, for all of us. And I might not even do the chicken. I took it out last night because I was going to can some more of it. It was that chicken I got on sale for $4.71 a bag. I took one of the bags out. I was going to make baked chicken, but I think I'm going to make that tomorrow night because this is plenty. You put some crackers in here, and with the potatoes, that's enough. Coffee time. I looked at the clock. I'm like, oh yeah, coffee time. Okay. This is looking good, and it smells so good. I mean, if you like seafood, because that's about what it smells like. That's really good, guys. Let's get this in there. I'm loving all these new recipes. You know what was really good as I'm waiting for this to come up? That prime rib sandwich I made the other night. Oh, that was amazing. I can still taste it. Well, not after that, but... And I gotta say, these baby clams, now that I'm stirring this, let me see if I can show you this. You can't see them in there because they look nasty. I mean, let's see. Let me show you. I'm not sure because I'm holding this thing. It wants to turn on me. There we go. Look. Look at all those clams. So every bite you're going to get some clams. That right there where you see it almost looks green on the very top, that's the baby clams. Even though I'm from New England, I was never. My mother used to love the fried clam bellies. When I seen the baby clams, I'm like, oh, that's all I kept thinking about was. So these are really tiny, so I might be able to bite into it. But it's like, to me, my opinion, eating full belly clams is like taking these little chopped up clams and throwing sand all over them and mud and taking a bite of them. I don't know how anybody can eat those. Sorry, Northerners. I know you're all into your clams. Not me. Okay, I believe... Oh, my potatoes are perfect. Let me see if you can see this. They're perfect. And this is good. So now, I'm going to add the yumminess in. I'm going to put both sticks of butter. Let that all meld in there together. Give it that nice creamy. I'm going to shut the stove off because this is done. And next, I might even put more if it's not thick enough, but we'll see. Oh yeah, the butter's melting in there, nice. And I used a little over 2 pounds of potatoes. I used 5 good-sized potatoes, or 2 good size and 3 smaller. And this is plenty. I could have probably used another potato if this comes out as good as I think it's going to. Well, I know because that's the taste. Okay, that butter is all melted. So now I'm going to put these in. And we'll see how thick it gets. This is what I've never done before. Thicken it up. So let us see. You know, you want to taste this. And it's really an easy recipe. And honestly, do you really have to put it in the bag in the fridge for an hour? I never did that either. That's another step in this that I've never done, but I figured I knew I had somebody coming over today. So I got it all ready this morning and I said, I'll just do it. Oh yeah, that is thickening it up a little bit. But I think I might even take another tablespoon and make that a little thicker. Let me show you. Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to thicken that up a little bit. Give me 1 minute. Have them right here. Oh, airtight right there. Let me grab my tablespoon. I mean, that would be good for me because I'm going to use my oyster crackers, but I'm going to put another heap in. I guess it's hard to heap. It's hard to heap these. They want to all fall out. But I'm going to put a heap in there and see, and leave that out and see how that does. My mouth is literally watering right now because I know what it tastes like. The flavor is phenomenal, guys. I mean, seriously. Okay. I don't think I want to thicken it any more than that. I mean, it's not thick by no means. Let me get my big spoon out. Oh, I forgot I had it out. Let's see. I'm going to put you down. And turn ya. See, that's not thick by any means. But it's time for a taste test. So, let me get a bowl. Seeing that all I'd had was a yogurt this morning. Thank God I made my yogurt yesterday. All right. right, guys. Oh, I can use this. Saying that I used that one before. Let me put you down here and show you this. Look at that. Doesn't that look yummy? Ugh. This stupid thing. Okay. Here we go. The bottom of the bowl is hot. I know that's going to be hot. Wow. Sorry, brother, but I think this one won the test. That is amazing. Yep. And as far as thickness, I'm glad I put 4 tablespoons in there. This is, you know, it's not thick, but it's thicker. Almost like when your cream is starting to get thick in your bowl when you're making Alfredo, but you just need a little bit more. That's what this is. This is delicious. Definitely a thumbs up. And the pepper, I'm glad I added that extra half. And I'm not a pepper person, but that brought it over the top. So guys, if you like clam chowder, make it. I know some people like the orange one. I never liked that, and I'm from Connecticut, so I just never liked that. New England clam chowder it is. Thumbs up, 2 thumbs up, because that's how good that is. Now I'm gonna go finish this bowl. I'm gonna get some of my crackers, throw it on top. I hope you guys make it. If you like it, put a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, push the button. It's right there in the corner of my video, my whole video. Just hit that and subscribe. I would appreciate it. I love you guys. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Ciao. Chowder.